Okay, so I'm on Blue Island here in Nassau, or off of Nassau, and you can see behind me it's absolutely beautiful. This is actually the island side rather than the lagoon side, which I'll show you that here in a second. But we did an excursion off of our Disney cruise that we did with a Segway tour. Now, I'll be honest, it was not a cheap tour to choose. It was $150 per person. I decided to do it anyway. It cost what it cost. Me, my wife, and my two children did it, and I'll be honest, I knew it was going to be great because I've ridden a Segway very briefly myself, and I thought it was fun the brief time I was on it, and my wife and kids have not. And we had a blast doing it. We did. Well, we were probably on the actual Segway themselves for probably a good 45 minutes, I would guess, actual riding time. We got off, looked over here, got off, looked over here, got to see some sharks, got to see some stingrays and stuff, and see the tower here on the island. It was paved. There was kind of a boardwalk area that we accessed, and then on top of that, we actually did a little bit of off-roading, basically just trails that were dirt and rock, and it was fantastic. It really was. It was a lot of fun. My kids, my wife, maybe my wife was like, I had a blast. So we're gonna have to do probably more Segway tours in the future. Maybe I can persuade my wife to let me sell the golf carts we have and buy a couple Segways. I don't know. They're not pricey. They're not cheap. They're pricey. So, but if you're thinking about doing, if you're on a cruise ship and you're thinking about an area that maybe you haven't been to yet, here on Blue Island, there's a lot of stuff to do. There's beach access. There's, like I said, there's stingrays, there's sharks you can go down. You can actually go in the water with them. There's dolphin encounters. There's really cool water play area slash obstacle course out on the water with all the inflatables. Really cool there. It's serene. Now, of course, we're coming during COVID. Right now it's November of 2021. So yes, we're still wearing face masks when we're in areas. When we're on the beach, we don't have to wear face masks, but we're anywhere else, basically you have to wear face masks, and it is what it is. And we had to wear face masks the entire tour. We were on the Segways, which is what it was. But not too bad in all reality, because you're moving and you're not doing the work, the Segway's doing the work, so it wasn't too bad. But at the same time, I think because the crowds aren't as crazy because of that, the beaches are almost, they're not dead, but they're not busy at all. So it's, you can see behind me, this one does not have water access because of the rocks and stuff, but there's nobody on this beach at all. So I'm over here recording because it's quiet. We got a free meal, or I should say the meal was included in our $150 per person. The meal was really good. They had hamburgers, hot dogs, they had grilled chicken, they had barbecue chicken, they had french fries, they had plantains, they had corn as a side, they had french fry, I said that already, fried plantains, a whole bunch of toppings, tomatoes, all the toppings for your burgers, and then you got just a small drink with that, and then they give you 2 drink tickets as well to use throughout the day that you can buy, get a can of pop or a bottle of water or whatever. The Segway tour, they also included a bottle of water on the Segway ready for you, so you could drink it when you stopped at the various locations. In the tour packet, when we booked it, it was like, you cannot take photos, you cannot take videos when you're on the Segway. It's, you've got to put everything away. There's going to be lockers. They allowed us to take our backpacks. They allowed me, and I asked before I did it, they allowed me to put my GoPro on my chest, so that's where this footage that you may have seen came from. I had a GoPro on my chest, so I wasn't touching the camera at all the whole time, but I did get video at least of my kids and stuff on the Segways, so that was fun. And it's been a blast. We got 2 private, because of the requirements from the cruise line, specifically Disney. They won't allow anybody else on the boats that tour us between the ship and the island. There has to only be Disney guests. So we have 2 options to go back. We chose the later option because we're having a blast here on the island, and might as well stay until, we got another, I think, half hour before we start getting on the boat. So just wanted a brief moment. Nothing too crazy, but a little bit of a travel review here. This is Blue Island Lagoon, or Blue Lagoon Island, I guess is technically the actual name of it, in the Bahamas. Awesome. It's fantastic. We might come back. So thanks for watching.